Listen to me, you know what I'm saying? I want to talk to y'all real quick. Hold on for a minute, wait a minute, hold on, wait. Shout out Thug Life. Shout out to everybody. It's a little bit of drama going on. Your boy is back. I was about to do a different type of blog. I was about to do a political blog, get some politics money. I might end up doing that in a minute. Before I do all of this and talk about all of this drama going on in the battle rap community, y'all know, get mad. All of the people that, you know, support the snitches, get mad. All y'all, get ready. Get your fingers ready. Battle rap is a haven for the snitches. I do want to put that out there. Bad News told everything he did. 100% accuracy. Officer T. Ward knows. He told everything. Wait a minute. Cheese in the chat, please. Cheese up in this chat. Gorgonzola. Everything. Clone O's knowledge of foot. I do want to put that out there. You know what I'm saying? Real quick before we get started. Bad news. Hopped up out of that hospital bed. Seen Officer T. Ward. Ran down that hallway to Officer T. Ward and said, wait. Turn that body cam off and hand me that binder. Officer T. Ward obliged, handed Bad News that binder, and Bad News took that binder, opened up that binder with all of those suspects, and pointed to one of them and said, number 4, that is the person. Shout out to Officer T. Ward for letting us know all of this. Shout out to the super chat, Slacktivist. Appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Officer T. Ward. Also, Rocks up in this chat, please. Rocks in the chat. 40 can get mad at me. I don't care. Rocks for 40. Can we get some rocks in the chat, please? Clean paper. Can we get some rocks in the chat for clean? I do want to put that out there. Clean running off on them deposits. So we got another story of Clean. Rocks in the chat, please. Can we get some ghosts in the chat, please? We got to get through this intro. I'm sorry. 2025 is almost over. I'm going to create another intro. You know what I'm saying? Can we get that, please? Boxing gloves in the chat, please. Can we get all of them boxing gloves in here? Real quick for official. Official big bicycle kick. What Luke used to say, you don't see. You don't see. Shout out. Thug Life. Now, I do want to say this. We got the intro out of the way. So I'm hearing some things, right? One of the things I'm hearing is that there was an event that's supposed to be going down, I guess in St. Louis or something. I guess Katie and Ill Will's on the card. And I hear that AMIN, shout out to AMIN. Y'all know I ain't got no problems with AMIN. Me and him cool, you know what I'm saying? But AMIN ended up AMIN ends up showing up to the battle. Not prepared, saying he's not prepared, but he is willing to allow his opponent to rap their bars. Y'all tell me what y'all think down in the comment section below. Shout out to AMIN. He took that money and said, I ain't spitting no material. Y'all gonna let him rap or what? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to AMIN. Clean Paper decides not to show up to the event again. Now, I do want to say this. these leagues out here, I don't know. You know, I hate to use the word. What do they call it? It starts with an R. The word that they call people when they're just so slow, they're not catching on. I don't want to say that on YouTube, but they're just not getting it. Like a lot of these league owners, for some reason, y'all. I know QLEEN might charge $100 to battle or something like that, but y'all are just not understanding the issue here that we're having with QLEEN. QLEEN Paper is a battle rapper from the battle rap community that does not show up to battles. Like, how many times do we have to tell y'all? I'm just saying what it is. Somebody said special ed, ED. Remember when back in the day, the worst thing you can say to somebody, you on a short bus. You in them ED classes. No diss to the league, but for some reason, y'all just cannot understand that you have battle rappers that either don't show up or they will show up and just choke. You know what I mean? And 40 bars is one of them. So I don't understand why 40 bars. You can get mad at me. I don't care. I will turn off Twitter. Why is she like even involved in this whole Eazy to Block Captain situation? Like she is the voice of reasoning. Didn't she just like steal from the battle rap culture for 2 years? You know what I mean? Like not, you know, showing up to battles, choking, and then now she got all of these different. Now she in her spaces trying to defend like different people. Like I don't understand it. And then you got a situation. Y'all remember when everybody was lighting 40 bars up, you know, for choking and messing up. Eazy to Block Captain was the only one that did a live, not going in on her. He talking about what did Eazy say is like, oh, maybe it's something she could work on with her memory and try to give her tips, you know what I mean, on how to fix some of the issues and try to be reasonable with her. Sometimes you can't be reasonable with a crackhead. Wait a minute, get mad. I don't care. She can get mad at me. She can get mad at me. It is what it is. When you're on stage and you can't remember your raps, and the only thing you can remember is your connect, I don't want to hear nothing. You got to say, I don't want to hear it. All she thinks about is that connect. Rocks in the chat, please. Rocks up in this chat. I'm sorry. Get mad. I don't want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know, so Eazy to Block Captain, shout out to him. He did go live and he addressed everything. And he said that you know, Remy didn't have anything to do with this as far as he's concerned. It's kind of like indicative of what I was saying about it. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's his recollection of everything. But he's saying that the league never said anything to him about who was going to be on the card. He did say, like, you know, maybe I should have, like, tried to do my due diligence to figure out who was going to be on the card. But I don't even think, like, when he was booked to battle New Jersey Twerk, that battle wasn't even like booked. Was it Miss Hustle and Loso? That battle was booked like a week or 2 weeks ago. You know, so he wouldn't have known like either way, you know. So I do want to say it's kind of up to the leagues to kind of look into things to see what is really the deal, you know what I mean, or what's going on. He was going in on J2. He called J2 the sassy commander. He was wilding. J2's wilding on Eazy on Twitter. This is kind of getting crazy, you know what I mean? So, I mean, when you listen to his explanation and he's saying, like, I don't want to get money with somebody I don't rock with, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's kind of hard to argue against that, you know what I mean? And then he's saying, like, it all looks like a lineup. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Y'all think it was a lineup? It kind of does look like a lineup. I'm not going to lie. Looks like they was trying to line him up, TBL. I don't know. You know, because, you know, when Twerk gets on the stage and he starts rapping against Eazy, y'all know who they all gonna stand behind. Twerk. And make this whole, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think down in the comment section below about that. He did, like, he stressed that Remy Ma didn't have anything to do with it. You know what I'm saying? And as far as the league, you know, he wasn't really mad at the league, but he did say that they should do their due diligence. Now, I don't know if y'all have been paying attention. J2 has been going real crazy on Eazy, and he talked about Eazy the Block Captain's mom that had passed. You know what I mean? And he got some blowback on that. I think J2 was going back and forth with Rosenberg Raw. And then Rosenberg kind of like quote tweeted like the tweet, and it looks like J2 deleted the tweet. I seen the interview that J2 had with Knowledge to God. He was talking about it. J2 did say, what did J2 say? J2 said that, you know, the league was very professional about it. They ended up rescheduling a battle for a different day. You know what I mean? Like, in terms of when he found out what was happening. As far as him and Eazy, he did say something along the lines. I think Knowledge was asking, like, yo, could there ever be a truce between you and Eazy the Block Captain? You know, and then would you be opposed to a truce? And, you know, J2 said, like, nah, like, I'm grown. Like, I'm like 41 years old. Like, you know, I'm not trying to, like, this is just battle rap banter, silly stuff going on. So, like, if he wanted a truce, like, I'm with it. But you know, now at this point, I don't know if Eazy would want to. Not saying that J2 was asking for a truce, but he was asked if Eazy wanted a truce, would he have a truce with him? You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. Like, once the relatives and stuff like that, especially like your mom, somebody talking like that, it's difficult to you know, I don't know, like, be cool with somebody after that. So I don't know how they gonna handle that. As far as the Miss Hustle situation, Eazy said he had no knowledge, because a rumor is going around that he knew that she was gonna be on the card. He said he didn't have any knowledge of her being on the card. He didn't ask for her to be on the card. He didn't know nothing about her being on the card. You know, so he did stress that. Like, I do want to say that. Somebody said, I can't remember who said it, that Miss Hustle's she may not be on the card, but she's gonna be in the building. You know what I mean? She's still gonna be, I think it was J2, if I'm not mistaken, said she's still gonna be in the building. You know what I mean? So, or Knowledge may have said it to J2. So I don't know, like that. This is a tricky situation. I don't know if Remy's gonna be there. I would doubt if she's gonna be there, because, you know, if Twerk's battling Eazy, you know, he more than likely he's gonna bring up Remy Ma. So, you know, if she's there, it's going to add more to Twerk's round if he does something like that. So I doubt that he would bring her. You know what I mean? So, but if Remy was to show up and Hustle's there, the way they be talking, I don't know. Because I thought Remy Ma, she put out like a diss to Clarissa Shields. It wasn't like a diss to her, but she gave Clarissa Shields some heat on that track. But when you listen to it again, it kind of sounds like she's talking to Miss Hustle. It kind of does. I'm not going to lie. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think in the comment section below. But with all of this stuff that has been going on in battle rap, I don't think people are really mad at Eazy the Block Captain right now. You know what I'm saying? And like he was saying in his live, he's like, I don't care if people are mad or not. You know what I mean? This is what's going on. Like, my objective is to make sure anybody and everybody that I come home, you know, that I go out with, come home safe, you know. And then he did make mention of J2. You know, this is like turning into like some kind of, what do you call, like a build up to where they could probably battle in the future. He was calling them the Sassy Commander. He was going in. So I don't know, man. This is kind of interesting, you know, but shout out to all of them. Hopefully they end up rescheduling the Loso and Miss Hustle battle, because Loso is the one that really loses out in all of this. But Eazy did say that he called and talked to Loso. You know what I mean? So I thought that was dope that he did that, you know. And Loso is a very understanding person, it seems like, you know, publicly. So he may understand like what's going on, you know what I mean? It may not be the best move, you know, to everybody to just be in the, you know, the building like that. You know what I'm saying? Not saying nobody have a problem with Loso, but, you know, the person he's battling. So I don't know. This is kind of crazy. You know, hopefully this can all like dissipate a little bit, but it's a build up to Eazy versus Hustle one day. I want to say that. I wouldn't mind seeing that because we have not seen Eazy go back and forth and have a battle with a female. And Miss Hustle is one of the top females. You know what I mean? So we'll see if that ever happens in the future. Shout out to them. As far as everything else, that Katie card that was happening, Danny Myers, I heard, didn't show up. I don't know if that's true or not, but I'm hearing he didn't show up. As far as to reiterate, Clean Paper, you know, probably chiefing on them rocks. You know, he didn't show up. So I don't know. Also, the Head Ice situation. Head Ice and Sirius Jones. I was kind of looking through trying to look up the paperwork. I mean, I was. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm being transparent. Oh Lord. So Sirius has sent me like a bunch of papers, but it's like the papers that you get on, like if you look somebody up on like one of them background check things, you pay like a fee and it just like puts like, you know, people's cases and stuff like that. So I took all of that and I went to the sites to try to look for what was going on, like in Ashtabula County in Ohio. I looked that up, but when you look it up, like nothing comes up. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if that whole situation, like what's going on, but like when you put in the case number and all of that, like it does not like pop up. So I don't know what's going on with that. I even look because it looks like there's like some sort of in Alaska, like Anchorage, Alaska, there's some sort of continuation of something that's going on. I guess somebody wants to a protective order or something like that. I was trying to be nosy and looking and seeing what's going on with that. You know, I think I got a little bit more I don't know. I got a little further with that, so we'll see. But as far as like everything else, like what was dealing with like an underage person, like I tried to look into that, I couldn't find nothing. You know, so maybe, you know, somebody can figure it out. Like I couldn't find. The only other thing I could think of is getting LexisNexis. It's like a program that attorneys use, and you can just like look up stuff. But you know, I would have to pay for that again, you know, to look people up. Because before I used to be wilding on my YouTube channel looking stuff up. But I would have to pay for that, and then with that, I could like look everything. You know what I'm saying? But with just what it's on that paper that Sirius gave me, like I couldn't look anything up. So I don't know. We'll see. You know what I mean? What's going on? But y'all tell me what y'all think down in the comment section below. Bad news told, getting mad. 2025 is how we rolling. But, you know, I'll be back when there's some new drama. Y'all tell me what y'all think down in the comment section below. Comment, rate, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think about that. Peace. And real quick, if y'all want me to be looking up stuff like that, y'all gonna have to super chat. You know what I'm saying? That LexisNexis ain't cheap. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think.